Hello and welcome back to King Tut. So hopefully you took a look at the one video inside of King Tut's tomb and you saw how small it was. They also showed pictures of all of the stuff they packed in there, but you got to see what his actual mask looked like. So it was mostly gold. Gold pays tribute to the sun god Ra. It was a very important commodity for trading, and it was blue, which comes from the stone lapis lazuli, which was a very precious stone for the time and still is. And it gave that bright blue color. So we're going to go ahead and color these. Now you can use anything you want. Last week we used crayon to set up our wax resist, and I was thinking that we would use watercolor. If you choose to use something else, if you want to use crayons because you have like a metallic gold crayon, feel free to do that because that would look awesome. I don't have any metallic crayons. I just have regular crayons. So I'm just going to use blue and yellow for most of this, blue, yellow, and black. I've already outlined most of this with black crayons so that I have my wax resist and my colors don't blend together. But for the rest of it, you can totally use it if you have a gold marker or a gold Sharpie or a gold crayon, gold colored pencil, anything metallic that would work really well. Even if you have glitter, you could do that after you paint this and let it dry. That would look pretty great as well. So I'm going to go ahead and paint this up, and then we'll let it dry, and then you'll take a picture of it and turn it in. All right, my friends, have fun. Okay, let's talk about 3 things that I did. Number 1, I turned my paper upside down when I had to work on this side of the paper. Because this side of the page was wet, I didn't want to dip my arm in it while I was painting. So I just grabbed my paper and I flipped it over. You saw me do it a couple of times so that I could paint the side and not worry about it. The second thing I did was I painted all the way off the edge of my paper, which you may have noticed. Oops. Just trying to get in here. And so I have my green board here that I always put down. You may want to grab something out of your recycling bin, some newspaper or some scrap paper so that you don't get paint on the table. And that way you get to paint all the way to the edge of your paper. I also made sure that my brush strokes looked really neat. So when you look at the brush strokes, I went in and I cleaned them up so that they don't look sloppy when it dries. And the last thing you might notice is that I did a little color mixing. So I took a little bit of yellow and a little bit of orange and I mixed it in the lid of my watercolors. Now I'm going to clean it up before I close it because I don't want that to get all over the place. A little wipe with a paper towel works just fine. But by mixing just that little bit of orange, you can see I got it to be a little bit darker of that gold color rather than just straight yellow. So I used the yellow itself for the face and for this headpiece, but then for that chest piece, I mixed a teeny bit of orange with that yellow to make it a little darker so it looks like it's a little bit further back. You could also mix a little brown in there if you want, but I like the way that the orange and the yellow mix to make that gold color. So you could do that anywhere in here that you want. Just make sure you clean it up before you close your lid, or else that mixed paint will get into your colors and mess them up. All right, at this point you're going to let this dry. Then you're going to take a really great picture of it and submit it by going back into the Africa Week 2 folder, and you're going to look for the turn in here under November 4th and submit your picture by clicking on that gray button. If you have any questions, let me know. Send me a message, and I will see you Friday. Okay, bye.